Good morning. So we will continue in chapter 11. We started last two classes with noiseless channel protocols for error control and flow control. And we talked about simplest protocol and stop and wait protocol. Then last time we stopped at the stop and wait and we see the disadvantage of stop and wait. Anyone remember what is the disadvantage of stop and wait? What stop and wait did? Stop and wait will have one sender and one receiver. This is a flow diagram. So it sends one frame and wait for acknowledgement. Okay. Then once I receive the acknowledgement, I can send the next frame and so on. If we follow this, first I'm sending one frame only. One advantage, and the most critical disadvantage if this frame has an error or dropped here. What will be the action from the receiver? It will not send anything, and sender will wait infinite. So the system will stop. And the same if the acknowledgement dropped here. If I send the frame and the receiver received it correctly, but when the receiver sends the acknowledgement, there is some error here, so the acknowledgement, so the receiver also will wait infinite, and the receiver will not do anything, and the transmitter will wait. Okay. So to enhance this tool's advantage and also consider بقى practical case of noisy channel, and noisy channel I can receive here some error and I can receive here some error. So when we use practical case noisy channel, so stop and wait like this will not be acceptable. So the first enhancement on this is the third protocol, which is stop and wait automatic repeat request. So at the beginning, in the noisy channel, we'll study three techniques: stop and wait repeat request, go back in, and selective repeat automatic repeat request. So first, we start by stop and wait automatic repeat request. The only enhancement or only new thing that will be added here is adding a timer. Okay. So to solve this problem, if the frame is dropped or the acknowledgement is dropped, I will initiate timer here. So once I send the frame, I will initiate timer and will wait for this timer. If I receive the acknowledgement within this timer, fine, I will reset the timer and send a new frame. If the frame is dropped or the acknowledgement is dropped and I don't receive acknowledgement, I will wait until timeout, until the end of the timer. What will happen after timeout? I will resend the frame again. I will retransmit the frame again. Okay. So here I will send مثلا packet 0 or frame 0. The acknowledgement will have the number of the next expected frame. So when the receiver received frame 0, it will send acknowledgement 1. It means that I am waiting for frame 1 now. I received frame 0 correctly and I am waiting for frame 1. If acknowledgement is dropped or delayed, I will wait for the timer to end, for the timeout. If timeout happens, I will retransmit packet 0 or frame 0 again. In this case, the receiver receives this frame times. So it will drop this frame, this duplicate frame. I received it twice, and I will send the acknowledgement, the same acknowledgement again. I am still waiting for frame 1. So I will send act 1 again. I am still waiting for the next frame. Okay? And in this case, if the acknowledgement received and the next one received, it will be duplicate acknowledgements. I will receive them twice, but I received the first one after the timeout. Okay, so the stop and wait automatic repeat request adds a simple error control mechanism to the stop and wait protocol. Now, what's this mechanism? A frame with errors or a lost frame will be retransmitted or will be resent again. Okay, right. To do this, I will keep a copy of the send frame to retransmit it if the timer expires. So here, when I send one frame, I will keep a copy here because if the timeout happen and I still didn't receive acknowledgement, I will retransmit this frame again. So I have to first keep a copy of this frame. The important point here, we use module 2 sequence number for the frames. What we mean by module 2? اللي هو 0 or 1. This module 2. Module 10 اللي هو من 0 ل 9. Module 2 is 0 1. So the frame numbers or the sequence number to number the frames will be module 2. What we mean by this? يعني if I have 10 frames, the first one will have number 0. The next one will be 1. The third one will be 0 and 1, 0 and 1. This is the number of the frame because it's module 2. I will send 0 and 1 all. يعني number will be 0 1 0 1, not 0 1 2 3 4. And it's module 2 will be 0 1 0 1 0 1. This is the frames I need to transmit. But why we use module 2, not module 10, for example, and make it 0 1 2 3? Mm. What? Stop sending them? ما هو why بقى more simple ما هو this is more simple. Why؟ طب ما can I يعني may I want frame 2? Can I send frame 2 instead of frame 0? يعني if I need 0 1 0, if this 2 should I make it 2 عشان send 1 0 0 1 2 or it's fine to make 0 1 0? لا يعني should I make it 2 or 0? It's fine because it will be يعني the same number here 0 0. Is it fine to make the same number 0 1 0 0 again يعني not 2? Yes, it's fine. Why? Because we send one frame only, and I am waiting for acknowledgement. So I don't need number 2, number 3, number 4. I will send 0 and wait for acknowledgement. If I received it, okay, I will send 1 and reset and send 0 again. فالزيرو خلاص بالنسبة لي received. If time out, I will send 0 again. What I need to send is 0 or 1 only because I am sending one frame. But if I am sending multiple frames, so we should number them 0, 1, 2, 3. And I send multiple frames. But here, in this case, I'm sending only one frame. So I need only 0 or 1. I will send 0 and wait for the acknowledgement to fall. And I will send 1 and wait for acknowledgement for the next 0. So what we do is enough. Because we send one frame. Second node is acknowledgement also module 2. And the acknowledgement will have the number of the next frame expected. Uh, don't get confused. يعني if I send frame 0, don't send for me act 0. لا, I am sending act 1. I am waiting for the next frame, not the current frame. So when I send frame 0, the receiver will send for me act 1, the acknowledgement for the next frame, not the current frame. Okay? It means that I am expecting the next one. I'm expecting frame 1 now. Okay? Is it clear what's the difference between stop and wait automatic request and stop and wait? This is about the design of stop and wait automatic read request. Similar to what we did in stop and wait, we have transmitter, we have receiver, we get the data from the network layer, we send the data, we run the algorithm. How many events? Adding a new event stay on process this data and send acknowledgement. Okay. For now, in the design of stop and wait automatic repeat requests, what are the main or the major changes? We have three events because we include timeout. We have one event as the receiver. So the total number of events in stop and wait automatic repeat request is 4. And now we have sequence number for the send frame because if it got lost, I will retransmit it. So I have to track the numbers, what I will send and what I will retransmit. So we adding sequence number for the send frame and we add acknowledgement number for the acknowledgement frame with the number of the next expected frame. Okay, is it clear the main changes here in the stop and wait in the design of stop and wait? Okay, come back to the code of the sender. What should we add here compared to stop and wait? The effect of the timer. Yes, we need to make the effect of the timer. And also sequence number of the send frame. So at the beginning, we'll make SN0. I'm sending frame 0. This is the sequence number for frame 0 should be sent. This is the sequence number for the transmitted frame. Can send it through is still the same because I am still waiting for acknowledgement to send. And I'm waiting for event. If the event come and I can send the flag is true. So I will get the data, make the data new here بقى. frame 1 لان خلاص this is the process of frame 0 I am waiting for frame 1 yes and send more data I have to wait then I will wait for what are the events what first event acknowledgement yes because I send one frame and I am waiting for the acknowledgement second event exactly timeout okay so this is the main part as a transmitter to transmit a frame we make the flag at the beginning true to send frame 0 then I'm sending the frame and wait for timeout or acknowledgement after I send the frame I get data make frame and store the frame and send the frame I have to start timer after sending the frame and this part back for acknowledgement the same as stop and wait except we here when I receive acknowledgement I will check the acknowledgement number if the acknowledgement number equal SN remember we already increment SN so if the acknowledgement number equal SN the next frame I will send it means that I received the correct acknowledgement. So received correctly, so I will stop timer. I will delete the frame I am storing. خلاص frame 0 I will delete it. It's received correctly. Then I will make the flag true. I can send now the next frame because I received the correct acknowledgement with correct number. Take care if I receive the acknowledgement with wrong number, it will make nothing for me. I have to receive the correct acknowledgement. Okay, so this part for checking the acknowledgement. The last part for checking timeout. If I didn't receive the acknowledgement, second event is timeout. If timeout happens, I will start a new timer and reset the previous frame. Now it's -1 because I increment this in. So I have to reset the previous frame now. Okay, clear. مم. مركزين ولا الجزء ده دخل في الميد تيرم اهم من الكويز وفي سؤال هنا هيبقى عليه درجه كبيره. Okay, ف here we have three main parts in the sender side code. First part is to send the frame. Second part is to wait for the acknowledgement. Third part is to wait for the timeout. These are the three main parts in the transmitter side code. In the receiver side, I will add sequence number for acknowledgement. So number now is 0. I am waiting for frame 0. I will check for the notification. Once I receive a frame, I will check this frame. If it's corrupted and has some error, I will skip. I will not do anything. But if the frame is received correctly, if the sequence number of the frame means that I received the right frame, so I will extract data to the network layer and increment the acknowledgement sequence number. Now I am waiting for frame 1 and send that with the new number. I received 0 and I am waiting for 1. Okay, so here is the main part. If I receive the frame correctly, I will check the number and I will deliver the data and increment the acknowledgement and send the acknowledgement to the center. Any question? Okay. طيب what if I receive the frame with the wrong sequence number؟ يعني I'm expecting frame 0 but I received frame 1. يعني I'm expecting frame 0 but I received frame 1. Will I send the acknowledgement or not؟ Hmm. Yes. طب acknowledgement with which number? 0 or 1? 0. Yes. I will send always the acknowledgement with what I'm expecting. I received 1. No, I will send them. I need 0. Not I don't want 1. I still need 0. So I will send again the acknowledgement with the same acknowledgement number that I am waiting for. I am waiting for 0. I received 1, which is wrong. I am waiting for 0. This is بقى الفلو diagram. Now الفلو diagram become بقى more يعني more heavy. And this is بقى very important. When I'm asking draw the flow diagram in the picture, you have to write everything like same like this example. If you miss any one of this data, you will miss some grades. So what will be presented here in this example? I told you I will send three frames: frame 0, frame 1, and frame 0 again, because the sequence is 0 1 0. Okay, so at the beginning I will the queue of my frames. I will send 0 1 0 1 0 1. This is the number of the frames, but I will send the first three ones. So the sequence number Sn now at the beginning is 0. Okay, I will send frame 0. Okay, I thought I will in the question, frame 0 is sent and acknowledgement correctly. Okay, so I sent frame 0. I started the timer and I will receive acknowledgement 1 in this case. But this is the acknowledgement sequence number as the receiver. So once I receive frame 0, I will increment Rn. So Rn now is 1 and I will send acknowledgement 1. I will receive it correctly before and it's fine. I received that frame 1. So I said frame 1, but it's lost. So what will happen? Then send it again. So still and sending frame 1. The second time I will receive it correctly. So once I received 1, I will shift to 0, the third frame was number 0. And I will send acknowledgement with 0. I received 1, I'm waiting for the next one is 0. To receive correctly, so I will shift SN. Now I will send the third one third frame. I will send the third one frame 0 and in this case, I told you that frame 0 is sent, but the acknowledgement is lost. So I will send frame 0, will be received here. So once it's received, I will increment. I will send acknowledgement 1. Now the acknowledgement is lost. So sender will wait for timeout, restart. Now it will be received correctly, so I will shift. But now it's duplicate. I received it twice because the acknowledgement is lost, but it's fine. Once I receive duplicate, no problem. And I will send acknowledgement and make the shift for the fourth one. Here, and this example, we have 3 frames. First one received and acknowledged correctly. Second one not received, so I will retransmit it. Third one received, but the acknowledgement is lost, so it will be retransmitted also. So take care about the timer. For the first one, I start the timer and stop it when I receive acknowledgement. I send frame 0 and I receive acknowledgement 1 because I'm expecting the next one. And the timer for the second frame will be timeout because I lost the frame and I will restart and send again. And this is for the third frame. I will also restart the timer because the acknowledgement is lost. And طبعا هنا الفريم duplicate because the acknowledgement is lost, so I retransmitted the same frame, but it's fine. I will not make shift back here, and I receive the same frame till 0, so I'm still waiting 1. So I will not make shift here. I received 2 frames, but the same frames, so I'm still waiting 1. Okay, clear? Very important to know this flow diagram. Another example, extra example, shows the timing diagram for transmission 4 frames. The third frame lost will acknowledgement of the fourth lost. طبعا highlight the current frame sequence اللي هي SN والاcknowledgement sequence RN والtimer. But this will be, I will send the first one 0, see the acknowledgement 1 correctly. Send the second one frame 1, waiting for acknowledgement 0 correctly. So because I told you يعني الثird هو اللي lost وال4 acknowledgement 4. So first 2 frames will be received correctly, no problem. The third one بعد هو 0 again will be lost, so I have to wait for timeout, then retransmit. After retransmitting, I will receive it correctly. I will send 4 acknowledgement for 4 بقى I will get lost. So I have to wait for timeout and retransmit 4 again. The main errors back quickly you usually did in the exam. Here we have frame 0, 1, frame 0, 1, frame 0, 1, not frame 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay? I send frame 0, then frame 1, then frame 0, then frame 1. Then we are module 2. The acknowledgement has the number of the next frame. So frame 0, acknowledgement of 1. And I have to wait the frame or lost the acknowledgement. Okay, clear? Any questions? Okay, we'll stop here to do the quiz.